Hey, what is going on, you guys? Aconymoose, and today we have a very special guest, my main Sneak O. How you doing, man?
What's going on, guys? I'm the Seiko, and welcome back to the video. Today I'm doing a dual commentary with the Aconymoose. I found him on Thundershark Gaming, and we have a cool topic I think that we're going to talk about today.
Yeah, well, we've both seen a few videos on this in the past few days. Myself, I still chase money, and we're going to talk about, does your race affect your YouTube success?
Yeah, so mostly what people have been talking about is does your skin color affect it? But what I thought was interesting is that the Aconymoose is from England and I'm from the US, but as well I'm very interracial. I have a lot of different race backgrounds and I put my face in most of my videos, so we're just wondering if that actually affects the view count you get.
Yeah, well, it seems that a lot of people's subscriber bases are very much affected. For example, a lot of English YouTubers have a lot of American fans. Like myself, I have a lot of American subscribers, and I've got comments on my accent. I don't know why. I'm not the most English person
it's
in the world,
not too thick.
Whatever.
I have also a big British base. I have about like 35% of my viewers are from England, which is I think is pretty cool. And I'm American, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that. So I think it just the biggest audience comes from US and England. That's a given. But does that really affect whether or not someone's going to watch your video?
It depends, really. I mean, it also, it depends on how you sound. I mean, certain accents don't sound the best. I mean, I noticed that there's probably only one Liverpudlian YouTuber that's ever done very well, and that is Vic Star, I believe. He's from Liverpool.
He has a Scouser accent, that's what...
Yeah, he does have a Scouser accent. But usually, his isn't very that strong. So usually things like a heavy New Yorker accent for a white guy, I'm not being racist there, it suits a lot more black commentators than it does white commentators, the heavy, New York accent.
I really think that subconsciously does affect...
The Scouse accent.
Yeah, I actually do believe that your accent does affect your viewer count. Like Ali A's voice, for example, he has a nice voice to listen to. I mean, I'm gonna say that
I'm sorry, you listen to the same commentaries? He sounds like a pedophile.
Really? I like his voice.
Stand the guy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of him, but his voice, he sounds welcoming and everything. It sounds like it doesn't sound too intimidating.
Hello everyone, my name is Ali A, and today I'm raping you in your sleep.
It's a bit of okay. But if you think about it, when you have, I mean, I'm trying to sound the least racist I possibly can, but if you have a really, ghetto voice, then it's just, people automatically think you're less intelligent.
I disagree, because there's a lot of, well, if you have a seriously ghetto voice, it's hard to do serious commentaries, because, for example, Chase Money, he plays very much on, I'm not trying to call him out or anything. He's almost like a stereotypical American black commentator, and his commentaries are funny, and that's because of all the, American black guy stuff, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's almost like all of the, I know this isn't to do with anything but YouTube, black American actors, like Chris Rock, he does all the American black comedy. Eddie Murphy is a prime example.
Well, I mean, like the new guys, I forgot his name, he's this new comedian, he's in all these movies with, the guy, he's like, there's tons of memes of him, I don't remember what his name is, but a lot of people use that as a way of comedy. People in America are a lot, like if you look at Vine or look at all these social media sites, people find that funny. And that's why it's hard to take them seriously when they're being portrayed in the media like that. It's something I don't really agree with, but we can't really change because people accept it as okay.
Yeah, it's the same, right, I know this has nothing to do with it, but it's the same with an assembly I had yesterday in school, and the teacher sat us down and said, blah, 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 can you judge these people from how they look? Did you know that some of these people are gay? Blah, blah, blah. You shouldn't be bullying people because of their sexual orientation, da 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 da. And I was sitting here thinking, you really think we're at fault when things like the In-Betweeners, you've probably seen that at some point. That is all about, literally every episode they make a Bender joke. You really think that we are the cause of that problem that's in the media? I mean, same with YouTube, really. I mean, you're not gonna change the racial attitudes of people on YouTube if it's all over the media, all in social culture, and has been for the last few hundred years.
Yeah, but aside from that, aside from just your voice, which I think is a big factor, your appearance. Most of the time I could tell if a guy is British or American just by the way they look. I don't really know the exact features, and I don't want to sound stereotypical when I say this.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, so I mean you could tell, but say you see an Asian guy like me. I mean, I'm not only Asian, but I look Asian. When you see that, do you think that affects the way you're gonna view me? You're gonna view my intelligence and my authority when I'm speaking in my commentaries?
No, that really stems from the whole stereotypes thing, especially. And a lot of YouTubers actually play on that for success. KSI is a prime example there.
Yeah, exactly.
So, appearance does play a part in what your success rate is and overall your subscriber base, simply because of ethnic groups, and that's a whole thing entirely. But
yeah.
A lot of female commentators here. I'm gonna go start YouTube drama. Here's a massive thing. Sniper Wolf, her cosplay video. Did you see how many videos that got?
Yeah, it got a ton of views because she's a hot girl and she's putting her tits in the thumbnail. That's exactly why.
Exactly, that's the thing. The whole appearance thing. That's why some people get so many subscribers. I mean, I don't know why Go Gamer gets subscribers because she looks like a horse, but that's a lot of female YouTubers put themselves on the thumbnails. A lot of black vloggers have majority black fans. I know there's a guy called Siggers, and he's hilariously funny, and considering I'm the whitest guy ever, I don't know why I watch him, but a lot of his subscribers are of African backgrounds. So it does play a huge part, not just because of YouTube itself, but just the background attitudes to where you're from, how you speak, things like that. And it's mainly an ethnic thing, I think.
Yeah, and so mostly I think that it's not a negative aspect. I think people use that to their advantage as much as they possibly can. I mean, if they're from a different culture, and the majority of their viewers are from somewhere else, they can use their stereotypes as a way of comedy. KSI, for example, he's like a black person in the UK, and that's a little more rare than it is in the US. He uses that all the time in all of his most of his videos, and that is a good way to get viewers. It's a good way for content that's funny. If you have a difference, people, in my opinion, I think people are totally overreacting. You should use that to your advantage. And I think because the majority of YouTubers are white. I mean, that's a pretty obvious statement. So when you're something that's different, you can use your stereotypes as a way to make people laugh and people to enjoy your videos more. So when people say that I'm not getting the viewers because I'm black, I'm not getting the viewers because I look Asian, I think that's a total just ear crying. Use that.
You're just pulling the Wings of Redemption race card there. That's, the race card really does frustrate me because it's just so overused, not just on YouTube but on everything. People are like, for example, if a gang of black people got stopped and searched in the UK, they would immediately, if it went on the news, it'd be like, oh, they stopped me because I'm black, innit? No, they stopped you because you had your hood up and you looked like you were going to pull a gun on the guy. So, if, it's the same with YouTubers. You can't come out and say, oh, you know what, man, I'm not getting the views I want because I'm black, man. No, you're not getting the views you want because your content sucks.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. And people are just crying. They're just finding an excuse to blame it, and you should not use that as a handicap. You're keeping that in your mind, like, oh, because I'm this, I'm not getting views. That's completely the dumbest aspect. I mean, from my experience, I get called a chino or a chink quite a bit, and the majority, like, I get that a lot. I've been called that quite a bit, and I don't think people actually mean that. When they write that, I think they're just finding a way to call me something. I don't think they're actually racist. I don't think they actually care whether or not I'm Asian. They're just calling me something. I don't think that the way I look really affects it at all, and that's a total misconception, and I'm totally against that.
Yeah, well, you know what? I know a girl, a good friend of mine. I'm not going to delve any deeper than that, but she constantly complains that, she's a really, good-looking girl, really popular, whatever. Constantly complains that people always state she's short, because she is. She's, 4 foot something. And, well, I don't know, that might be a bit harsh, but I don't know how tall she is, but she is quite short. Whatever, get on with that. I said to her, people only pick out that because that is the only thing that they can immediately see that could be possibly, something against you.
Yeah.
That is the only excuse they can use to pick out an imperfection. And that's why a lot of people maybe put that in the comment section.
Yeah.
And that's why some YouTubers pick that out when they're not getting the views they want, because a lot of people have said it, and they're just like, oh, go with the masses, and then it'll seem okay. First
impression wise, when they see what you look like and they see your color, if you're a girl or a guy, the girl, that can sometimes change it. Some people are looking for someone, it's more like subconscious. You're not thinking about this when you're first clicking at someone's channel. You don't think about this like, I don't care about the race. But subconsciously when you see them, the human mind automatically makes these assumptions because of the way you first view someone. You can't change that. No matter how much of a non-racist you think you are, that's always going to be there, and you can't change that. And that could somewhat affect it, but I don't think that's a big deal, not something to complain about.
Yeah, prime example also, this relates to YouTube very much. I know a girl, very, she's got great body, great looking girl, but her personality, she can be quite irritating, and that's the thing a lot of YouTubers don't understand. You can be as perfect as you want, you can have the worst personality and the worst content ever. You can be ugly as sin, or, you could be the most ginger person on this planet. But look at Scumpy, okay? His head looks like a helicopter landing pad, but look how successful he's been.
Yeah, it's more like your personality, especially for YouTube. People aren't going to click to watch you the whole time. I mean, it's in some examples that's for like Jenna Marbles maybe, but in general, people are clicking and watching your videos for your personality. That's what comes down to it.
Yeah. So I think that about wraps it up. It's been very cool talking to you, bro.
Thank you for doing this.
Intelligent discussion instead of the 11-year-olds in my comment section that just go, "You are N faggot" and zip. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to head over to my man Sneak O's channel. And you want to sign out, bro?
Yeah, you can click on the Aconymoose. He's the first link in the description. Thanks for watching. Remember to leave a like rating if you enjoy. Check out my channel if you're watching this on his channel. Check out his if you're watching this on mine. And I'll see you next one.